up, witches? How y'all doing today? Let's see what messages we can get from the collective, for the universe. Be nosy, see who's got the most focus on with the universe right now. It's not your timeline, it could be someone around you. Remember, when I do signs, I don't really do the it's just the energy of that sign. It's the type of energy, it's the type of person it is. Just think about that, right? Because we all have access to all of this. We got 6. We got Saturn. We got Cancer. Alright, so we definitely got somebody who's going through a rite of passage right now. That's the energy. Major changes, takes rites of passage, right? Usually involves journeys, things like that. 6 is usually the victory number, right? Think 6 of Wands, 6 of Swords, 6 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups. It's all about that moving forward energy. Saturn is all about structure and control. And Cancer is that yin and yang water sign. We got someone at a major crossroads. There's some sort of waves that somebody is causing right now. A new beginning, wanting to take flight. Sorry. Neighbor has a new motorcycle. Does not sound good. Alright. We have any past life energies going on here? Ooh. The Star. And with some divine intervention here. Oop. We got some star seeds. For sure. Something about written communication. Give me 1 second. I feel like anytime I sniffle, that sounds really loud. We're going to call it on mute soon. I'll put back into the shadows. Well, for you, you're not even going to know I was gone. Alrighty. That was strange, but I did get a strange energy, though. Weird. I had a strange energy while I was blowing my nose. I just got the thought that somebody might deal with a lot of sinus problems. Right, they could have, like I said, with Saturn in structure and control and a rite of passage, someone could be going through their Saturn return, right? If you don't know what that is, look it up. It's between the ages of 30 and 32 is when your Saturn return comes. That's when it's in the same placement as when you were born. And it's usually when people go through a rite of passage, for sure, right? But anyway, I got somebody who could have had a bad habit, that there's something that caused this energy, right? I get that it was, they could have a deviated septum from putting stuff up their nose, or they could have something wrong with the cartilage in their nose from fighting, right? They've had their nose broken a bunch of times. But I just got something up with their sinuses. Or they could be like me, and I got bit by a dog when I was 7, and it messed up my face, so I've got, like, the cartilage is all, like, redone and shit, so it's all weird. I usually don't have too many problems with it. That was bothering me. Alright, we're definitely dealing with an energy that's dealing like what? We got the parasite, the artificial heart, fragmentation, temple of my body, and downcasted pride. Someone either feels like they deal with a lot of parasites, or they have a lot of parasites around them. Remember, you attract the energies that you project. We got artificial heart here, someone who feigns affection, or people feign affection for them. Very scattered mind, someone who's very fragmented, right? They could not have been good to their bodies. That's another message I'm getting here again. They could not have been good to their bodies, right? And there's something about downcasted pride about that now. Someone didn't take care of themselves, you know what I'm saying? And that's usually, that comes along with it. That comes along with that Saturn return in your 30s. What? All that dumb shit you did in your 20s, right? We got forest and breathe. Someone needs to relax, take some time in nature, sit still and breathe in deep, some fresh air, someplace you can get fresh air. And we got the Green Man synergy here, which I love because the Green Man is all about embodying positive masculine energy, right? And allowing the universe to allow its calculations, right? It's that kind of, the Great Father has a plan type of energy with it. The mother is more known for creating life in chaos, whereas the father is the one with the plan, right? We gotta look at these energies as a balance. That's what the pagan community does, right? I get that all the time too. People are just like, oh, pagans are godless. No, we're not. We believe in God. We just never thought he was a single parent. I think your God's a little weird. His first rule is don't believe in all the other gods. It's like, wow, well, you said that they exist, but we're not allowed to notice them or pay attention to them. You wonder why all the old gods are pissed off. All it takes is one narcissist. A specific message for somebody. Definitely getting on the 5D. There's something going on. There is a cluster. I get a cluster of parasites, right? Like how fleas cluster up on a dog's ass. I don't know. I'm getting a weird channeling energy today. Just letting y'all know. I don't know what. Fleas on a dog's ass. Gotta be a redneck. And don't even think that America's the only one that has them rednecks, man. I've seen rednecks from all cultures. Also, rednecks don't just live in the South. I've seen plenty of rednecks in upstate New York that don't even get on me on that shit. They're everywhere. But you know who I'm talking about. People who have sayings like that. I guess someone's finding some balance in their mind finally. Get the energy of like a bachelor pack. A group of men who have been single for a period of time here, right? I get that this person wants to put it in their past, though, right? 2 of Cups, 3 of Cups. This person's getting kind of tired of playing the games, right? I get the sense that they're on the razor's edge, right? They've recognized something that's given them that 9 of Cups energy, right? That is what is inspiring them to get control of themselves. I get some Capricorn energy with this card, right? This person can come off as a bit narcissistic, right, with the pentacles there, but this person is learning to get some new structure and control over their life. I definitely got, right? That's what I meant by the Justice card here. Someone is, and this is the 40. So 3D is what's going on the physical reality. This person is pulling away from this one type of lifestyle because they've been inspired towards something else, right? They want control. They want structure. They want some balance in their life, right? That's what the thought process starts. They want some balance in their life, right? They want to follow, right? And I say with the Justice card, it always has the heart versus the feather, right? And that's in a lot of different legends. Right, and it's all about if your heart is as light as the feather, right? It has the matter of what darkness have you done that has weighed on your heart? Have you paid your karmic debts for these things, right? Are you a balanced person? Have the things you've done, good, bad, or otherwise, right, come from a place of pure heart-based intention? That's the point. That's where karma comes into play, right? That is what gets, like for Hecate, the weight of your heart depends on what gate she'll open for you for the afterlife, right? Definitely got somebody who's looking towards some sort of energies in the past, right? The Six of Cups, yeah, it's moving on from the past, but it's also, it's the belief, for me, it's the belief of being able to recreate happy times from the past. But the object is you got to think of somebody new, right? You can't recreate it exactly how it was, but somebody's just like, what? I was happy in the past. I know what makes me happy, and I'm going to use that information of what makes me happy to move forward in the future. Someone has definitely been inspired by a very strong connection here, right? Person might deal with a lot of interference in their life. There might be a lot of people who like to pull on their strings. I get a lot of Eight of Swords energy here, though. But there's definitely some Princess of Pentacles here who's caught this person's attention, right? Someone who draws in a lot of attention has caught this person's attention, but it's caught them on a deeper level. Because it's triggering this, right? Someone's entered into a connection that's very triggering for them. It doesn't necessarily mean in a bad way. Triggering could be in a good way, right? If it causes an awakening, if it causes a positive change in somebody's life. The whole objective of a positive soul... Here we go. A positive soul connection inspires you to be the best version of yourself. A karmic soul connection causes you to backslide into the worst versions of yourself. That's it. That's it. Point blank period. Positive soul connections inspire you to be the best version of yourself. Negative karmic soul ties convince you to backslide into the most karmic version of yourself. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay? Positive connections want you to be the best version of yourselves. Those karmic connections are the ones that are going to bringing in your worst sides, right? They know how to trigger you, make you angry, aggravate you. When they do show up, and the reason that you have this euphoric bond with them is because when they do show up, they show up with your favorite addictions, right? It's not you that they love. It's their addictions that you share with them that you love. And when they bring that back into the fold, you mistake that as true love, and it's not. And then when they go away, it just is what it is, right? You're left in a bitter hole where it feels empty because there's not another person there to share the misery with you. All right, we got Nine of Pentacles. There's definitely some energy being focused into a new positive direction, right? But somebody still feels entrapped by the past, right? With these Eight of Swords here. They're looking for a way out of whatever situations they're in, right? There's definitely some calm on the outside, but the chaos is happening on the inside, right? Somebody's frequency is changing. Somebody's looking around at their surroundings and the people that they're surrounded with, and they're just like, no, they're like, what? These are fleas gathered on a dog's ass, right? And it's the kind of energy of like, I don't want to be on a dog's ass anymore. And if you try to escape that energy, all the other fleas make fun of you, right? They think you're stupid. I also get the saying that, bees don't waste their time explaining to flies why honey is better than shit. Seven of Pentacles. There's definitely been some seeds planted here. Ten of Swords. Let's get them all out. I get somebody's realizing where they're imprisoned at. There's definitely, like I said, there's some chaos behind that tower, right? I love it in this deck because that tower is like, everything seems calm on the outside, but in the inside, there's like this swirling vortex causing change, right? There's a new beginning being offered here. energy here. Definitely got, we have to let the past die. It's got Scorpio and Aries here too, but need to let the past die in order to build a new future, right? There's an energy of starting to recognize the energy game, because I always get this with the 5D readings, right? This is the energy game that the Emperor is playing, where everybody else came to play chess. The Emperor is here to play checkers, sometimes multi-dimensional checkers, right? It's like they're not checkers. Oh man, forgive me. It's like if somebody came to play checkers, the other person came to play chess. Right? It's a different strategy. It's just noticing how different things on the board move and how other things are affecting the game. Got a very seductive female here and a King of Swords that is trying to get his ducks in order. Right? I get ducks in a row. Actually, I'm not even really picking up so much the ducks in a row. I get that he's just like keeping these ducks distracted, right? Because you got this energy here, right? So she's got all this swirling energy around her, and then this energy over here is like he's like conjuring up all these butterflies here to feed these. Someone is in a more of a hermit mode or getting ready to go into a hermit mode. Kitty's got... Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. I can read this deck for months now. I'm just noticing this, right? The King of Swords, he's wearing a beak mask, right? It's all an act that's going on here. Someone is putting on an act to distract other people around them, right? They're getting, I don't know, we're going to get into this, right? We got the Hermit here at the end. This is why they're distracting them. The Queen of Wands has inspired this. What are they doing? A lot to do with water here. I know it's a deck too, but we got the Hangman, right? Why is this person doing this? They're acting like the Hangman, and they got what is surrounding them? Piranhas, right? Got that parasite energy again. Like they're surrounded by these energies that are just trying to nibble energy off of them. They're feeding off of this person's energy. Even if this person doesn't have much else, I think they're realizing that people actually feed off their energy. Like, that's the difference. That's the difference when the Emperor starts playing, right? There's a difference between regular people who are us out here to, play games to play games, right? Knight of Pentacles, right? He's pretty good at playing the games. He's very good at attracting energy, right? And attracting things to them. But I'm getting that this person is starting to realize that, everybody, it's a realization of not just you've been acting like a parasite too. If you're surrounded by parasites and you grew up as a flea on a dog's ass, then you don't know nothing other than being a flea on a dog's ass. It's like being awakening to the fact that I don't know, we don't have to stay here. Like even for a flea, there's other areas on the dog, whatever, type of energy. There's definitely an energy of having to move on to the past, something that's inspiring somebody to move on from this past energy, or seeing that there's other energies available, right? It's giving them some strength. I get that this person has been very weak when it comes to passionate energies, right? With the Page of Wands, right? For me, that's the thinking with my dick card. That's the not really being able to control themselves when it comes to certain things, right? Six of Swords, again, this person's going through a major rite of passage right now. There's this big bridge that they've got to cross. Eight of Cups here. Someone has to move on from the past, right? There is definitely some victory in learning how to control that passionate energy, right? But there is an energy of just having, Five of Cups on the other side, having to release that past, right? There's some hard truths that this person needs to accept about themselves. I've got some sort of like this watcher energy, right? You got the justice here again, right? Yeah, I got this person surrounded by venomous people. Got the magician here. This person could have been the type of person that plays around with other people's energy, right? Like I said, it's the kind of energy that they grew up in, right? There's certain skills, right? I also get that they realize how they've been manipulated, right? This person's going through the initial mirroring effect, right? Yeah, Six of Wands. I love it in this deck, right? The Six of Wands, right? It's just like the Six of Swords. It's an energy of having to learn victory over these energies, right? It's so much of really like they realize what their programming is, the programming they grew up with was, how that affected them, how that had made them act the way they did, and now that like it's just this whole realization of that that's going on. Like it's definitely somebody in an awakening process here. They're learning new skills. Yeah, there's a soul connection. This is guiding this person towards some balance. It's all they can focus on. You got the King of Cups here, followed by the Knight of Chalices, right? This person could be learning how to astral travel. They could be just experiencing that. There could be a lot going on dream states right now. This could be some of the things that they're learning. It could be one of their gifts that they just figured out, right? They're figuring out a balance with it, though. They're trying to figure out a balance with it. '77 could be an important message today. It is all this energy is focused around the Queen of Cups here, right? All this person can think about, right, is just like, what? Man, they want this person's love, right? They want that energy so bad. There's some choices that this person needs to make, right? There's definitely some choices that this person needs to make. They have to realize the energy of, the Seven of Wands, the Seven of Cups, right? The Seven of Cups is, I say, somebody who drinks from every cup. That's how you get poisoned, right? I think they're tired of getting sick. They're tired of the illusions. They're tired of the games. That goes all the way back down to the 3D with the pack that they're in. They're tired of the competition. They're tired of the petty shit. They're tired of the snakes, right? We had the snake before biting the hand. They're tired of venomous people that poison them, right? Trying to escape that energy. They're trying to escape that energy because they understand that she doesn't operate on that energy. They're like, well, what? Well, you can't play the same games. You can't play the same games with people who didn't grow up, I don't know, on a dog's ass. Someone definitely has some habits that burden them, right? You got the overindulging card here with the Four of Cups, and this person, is sitting on the edge of a bank just staring at the water, drinking, right? Type of energy. And that's the energy that's really, really burdening this person. It's what has them lost, right? This is the energy that has them lost. And I get that you're missing the forest for the trees, right? It's like you're not paying attention to what's going on. That's why you're so lost. I got the Nine of Cups here again. And I just get a strong energy of the universe really, like, with all this looking back energy, this person spends so much time looking back. It's like when you look back at the end of your life, what do you want to see? What kind of life do you want to flash before your eyes when you're at the end of your life, right? Do you want to just see this? What all I did for most of my life was sit around and cry about somebody else. I couldn't get past constantly losing this person, right? It was just so burdensome that I missed life going on around me. And you're not giving yourself anything to look back on. That's the importance of moving forward. Ooh, Judgment and the Devil. You've got a choice to make. Doorway of opportunity is open for this person to make some change. But you got to actually look around and see what kind of forest you're in. You have to face the reality of where you're at. Nine of Swords. Yeah. Yeah, you're going to piss a lot of people off when you start actually doing better. When you start actually taking care of yourself. When you start actually changing. When you start doing all the shit. Look, you know, and I've said it before too. It's like, you know, if you would have asked me when I was 20 if I was going to be into doing yoga and all the crazy ass shit that I'm into now, no, I wouldn't have thought that. I wouldn't have thought I would have gotten half as weird if I had been. I didn't think I'd ever get into like I go the genuine positivity movement, not this bullshit toxic positivity shit that's going on right now, but the genuine positivity movement, inspiring and uplifting people. And all the corny things that I post online, which I do more for me than I even do for other people. That's to keep me motivated, right? Chanting beads, all this crazy stuff. I would have never thought it. So this is definitely the change. But I'm not in the toxic places I was before, dealing with the toxic energies I was before, right? I don't have to deal with these people squawking at me anymore. I don't have to fight all the time. Kind of energy definitely of wanting to come together in some sort of celebration. There's definitely a lot of love energy around this. There's something along the lines of a fool having to take some leaps here. I got a Queen of Swords here. That somebody's watching. They're defensive of her. She's got a way of shutting people up. There's a masculine narcissist here. Someone's watching the feminine. They think that they're a Queen of Swords. They got a way of shutting this person up. This person could even be blocked, right? This person definitely could be an ex-husband. Mm. I I just get the energy of somebody. There's somebody in. There's somebody that's watching this energy. They're watching the feminine energy. They're watching to see if anybody makes a move towards this person, right? They feel like the feminine is theirs. They feel like that inevitably that they're their Ten of Cups, right? And that nobody else deserves to have them or should have them. There's definitely toxic past cords here. This could be a mirroring energy, so this could be going for the masculine as well. You could be dealing with the next feminine, right? Who's could be a very masculine ex-feminine. Someone's going to have to hold firm to whatever traditional life that you want, like whatever kind of life that you want. If you want someone who's old-fashioned, then you've got to act old-fashioned. That's the energy I get. Like, men are always just like, well, women don't act like ladies anymore, and da-da-da-da-da. It's like, well, you know, when was the last time you genuinely acted like a fucking gentleman? Like, you're out there clout chasing hoes, right, and maybe drug addicts and shit like that. You know, it's like, when was the last time you did that? I guess someone who needs to kind of defend their money, the foundation of how they make their money right now, but there also is an energy of, like, there might be some, yeah, places where you could work as a team with somebody, but be mindful of those who cause conflicts. King of Wands. I get that somebody wants to make an offer, right? They've got a little bit of a foundation of stability to themselves, and they would like to offer this in another direction to somebody. They think there could be some equal give and take. This is going to cause a lot of conflict, right? And then you got this King of Wands energy pop up, right? So this is going to cause people to want to fire this person up. They're going to try to trigger them. That's what it is. It comes down to it. What? When you start getting control of yourself, the other fleas are going to try to start acting out to get you to act the way they want you to. They're like, what? Their whole thing is, we know you better than you know yourself. And if you don't act the way we want you to, we will trigger you until you act out of control, because that's when we have control over you. Someone needs to get away from these third-party situations if they're ever going to find balance. There's some sort of calling this person has got, right? The Three of Wands. There's definitely a beacon of energy that's been casted that's got this person's attention, right? That's what causes the change. There's definitely a saying that you need to get out of these situations, these third-party situations, if you're ever going to find balance. What the big secret is, you feel out in the cold even when you're surrounded by these people, and there's a doorway of opportunity opening up for you on the 3D, right? Probably something that you've only ever kind of dreamed of. It's a hidden type of wish. Been lying to yourself about the kind of life that they want, right? You actually want a stable home life, a stable, normal home life. The universe has heard this, and they're trying to make the wheels turn for you in that direction. They're like, what? You've got somebody to follow. They've got somebody to follow that the universe is put in your path just to help you, guide you, right? She is the Empress. She's the Empress. She is the divine connection, right? You already know who's watching who in all these situations, right? But there's an energy of what? You attracted her in, now what are you going to do? You attracted somebody in, but you can't keep always being the attractor. Nobody's going to be the chaser forever, right? You have to put some energy in yourself. All right. That's good. All right, y'all. I hope that helped out. There's a lot to clean up. Love it, love it, love it. All right, y'all. Blessed be all those who walk these weird and winding paths with me. I love y'all, and I'm going to be back as soon as I can. I promise. Y'all behave yourselves out there. Love you. Bye.